Peace, peace, greetings. Oh yeah, I forgot you can adjust the light on here. Bam. Okay. Hmm. Message. Peace and greetings to all. Set divine intentions. Give honor to ancestors, known and unknown. Gratitude to source, to everything, to Most High. Let me get right to the message. What's the message for the people? For one, I'm glad I said that. Aquarian age is for the people. If you have not noticed, Aquarius is all about the humanitarian. And this is why a lot of us are in this age of information, this golden age, because now we're seeing the importance of how it's not about self-centered Leo, which is opposite Aquarius. It's about humanity. It's about the people. The people that are in tune, of course. I also want to share this with a lot of you, is that everyone journey, awakening, or whatever they're processing, going through, can happen differently. So for instance, a lot of people can get their awakening, I like to say, it can be through not only traumatic or something that is connected universally. That being said, Spirit put on my heart to say, like, for instance, when I was young, I was hit by a car. So by me being hit by a car, that right there gave me awareness of what some may call the other side. Because I was in this place, which kind of seemed like a voided place, because I was there, I had awareness. It's just like when you rest and take a nap or something, or what some people may call the dream state or the astral plane, or so many things that connects us to things that are probably, I would consider, multidimensional. That also being said, people can have their awakening or shift from relationships, car accidents, just numerous of things. Even people that took the jab. So many things can happen to where, again, it could be something that alters the DNA structure, or something that could bring more awareness to the spiritual aspect of who we are. And then we go through this shift within, and then once you see these things or become aware of these things, then there is no going back. There is no returning to the old way or old narrative. Having a conversation with a sister, and I'm starting to become aware of how vibrationally the inner change and inner work that I have done within myself, now I'm starting to see how vibrationally, and just more aware that I don't care to be in tune, or to involve myself, or to even indulge in anything that jeopardizes peace, or anything that has to do with drama or low vibrational things. So you're not the only one. This is what family and a lot of people that come into your life, this is what it's about. There's a misconception on negative and positive energy. I express to people, when you look at a battery pulse, your body is simply the same. We both carry negative and positive energy, that of the masculine and feminine principles. I was expressing to a sister, like, we need women to be negative. What do you mean, negativity? We need women to be negative in a sense of, and see, when you hear that, it automatically goes to something bad or evil. But notice that everything in the dark must come to the light. So if you see the whole concept of good and evil, or dark and light, if the world has shown you or tried to push this narrative of everything dark or everything that is dark is evil or malicious or, wicked. Okay, so then what does that tell you about yourself? What does that tell you about who you are, what you're becoming, and had you not experienced these things with people, this concept of negativity, had you not experienced these things, how would you have known to see your light? How would we have known? How would I have known if I didn't see the darkness of other people? If I didn't experience the so-called evil and wickedness of other people? How would I have known to see my light? How would I have known to be who I am? Come on, Nat, get out of here. So anywho, and see, that's the metaphysics of it all. That's the beauty of all of this, is that how would we have known who we truly are? You cannot have the dark without the light. You cannot have the sun without the moon. So how would you have truly known if these people or these experiences did not happen? If people did not come and appear as these, if you want to call them dark, demonic spirits, or how would you have known who you are? How would you have known your legacy? How would you have known who your parents or people were? How would you have known? And see, we're at a place now, as the vibrations or how things are elevating, things are shifting, and they're happening rapidly. Because we are connecting on a soul level or spiritual level, or those that are on that same wavelength that we are. So there is no more saving other people. Now is the moment to speak your truth. Now is the moment to be honest. Because the beauty of all of this is that I'm realizing this, is that as I'm speaking to someone that I would consider family, and I'm like hearing the conversations of how they're more concerned of how people view them. My perception on how people view me and their opinions does not create my reality, has nothing to do with me. And see, I had to get to that place. Can I judge them? No. But I listen. Sometimes we have to be that ear. That's a part of being a guiding light. Sometimes we have to be that ear to listen, but at the same moment, there's going to come a place where being accessible is not going to be an option for many people now. And see, this is what separation for elevation is all about. It's that we're not going to be accessible for a lot of people anymore. Because vibrationally, we are elevating mentally, spiritually, and physically. We are walking into the very things that prosperity, abundance, and peace, these things that we seek, that we've looked within ourselves for, not outside, not this God complex, or not this imaginary, whatever it is that people are looking for. And in all essence, if you really look at the whole concept with a lot of things, is that the world has been so more focused on physical. And see, it's their attachment to, most importantly, their emotional attachment to the idea of how people should be, what they should be. Even themselves, they have no identity. And so as we elevate consciously, we start to realize that we're able to see things for what it is instead of trying to, and then in that seeing and knowing, that's the importance of spiritual security. That's the importance of knowing. And when you're knowing, there's still a sense of security to where even in the unknowing, you still know that you're secure within yourself. And see, we all had to get to this place, and that's why I realized is that I had to have more compassion for others. Everyone's not going to see it this way. That's okay. But I had to learn to have compassion, because I'm expressing to, most importantly, I realize a lot of men, you're going to experience things with the feminine aspect of yourself, which is the woman, or, what Spirit likes to call, we are the woman. Womb is where our minds begin. And we as men now, I feel we are carrying a lot of feminine energy, being that we came here to help heal that aspect of ourselves. So that's why we attract a lot of women, which is the mirror of what has been unhealed and things that have been passed down through generations. And so we now have, again, that negative aspect, which is the feminine principle, which is the nurturing, the embracing, the waters, the emotions. And that's why it's no separation between woman and man. When you look at the word her, it's he in it. When you look at she, it's he. When you look at woman or woman, it's men inside of them. So that's why, again, the positive, like this tree you see, represents the masculine principle. Also, the feminine aspect is still a part of that. The darkness. Again, this is the whole positive, negative concept. These are energies. These are principles. So we have to learn that men and women are not separate. When we are attracting people are carrying certain energies to come and help us elevate along our own path. Being that if it's a man that carries more feminine energy, I realized I was attracting women so much in their masculine energy, and now I'm very much aware of what they haven't accepted within themselves, or still healing from, or haven't acknowledged, and or if they're at peace or going with the flow of their feminine principles, or embracing that femininity and honoring that. Because the femininity, the negative, gives birth to the positive. The darkness gives birth to the light. And see, this is what we're unlearning and relearning. And so now we're starting to, me to be where I'm at now, I had to go through numerous of women. I had to learn aspects of myself, as well as men. I had to learn myself through everyone that I encountered. So speaking with, seeing the women in my family, I realized why the importance of why my journey, my path is so vital as a man this lifetime, or as me being portrayed as a masculine. Does that mean I still don't carry feminine energy? Yes, because when I look at my family, most of them are women. So that's obviously something that I'm learning through this journey in life, is that within me I still carry that princess who is a reflection of the mother. I still carry that energy of the son who is a reflection of the father. And this is that royal energy that we carry, because this is about character. This is about virtue that's coming out, and security. And so that's the energy that's being restored, the value of the daughter, the princess, which is the character. And we're all living out a role here. And so I realize the importance of my own doings and my role, the pain and the things that I've caused. And then I also acknowledge that. And so that allows me to honor the darkness, to honor the feminine. And therefore, what I put out the energy I put out, I also receive back in return. And so now I'm very aware of that consciously. So now that which I do or put out, I'm more aware of it now. So am I surprised when these things happen to me? When certain women now approach me and now I'm being open back to love, to genuine love, which allows someone to come into my life without these rules or guidelines or placing limitations on them or any type of possessiveness. And I'm learning that's not love. And then I'm seeing my role to where I become aware and accountable for these things, and so I deliver the message. And it resonates with who's in alignment or will come into alignment. And see, therefore, that's why messages are timeless. And so, again, I realized that I was expressing to an elder sister, I was like, you have to realize, like, and this is what I've noticed, is that I'm seeing now, this is so beautiful. It's like, as you on your healing journey, you're going to see that the things that you face and acknowledge within yourself, when you get to that place holistically, you're going to see easily people in family or wherever dynamics that you're going to see easily the things that they haven't acknowledged, that they haven't accepted. And you're going to see the emotional imbalance, or you're going to see those unrighteous spirits. You're going to see those things very clear and very apparent. And see, that's what spiritual teaches us. Because you're going to be able to see without, and become aware and pick up on the energy without even saying a word. You're going to listen to conversations. You're going to be able to observe through physical nature or, expression. And most importantly, not even what they're saying non-verbally, but just listen to the conversation. I'm able, as a man that's in tune with the feminine, I'm able now to realize that these are women and men that inner child or inner essence that is calling out. As much as they want to be angry and mad at the world or other people, what they feel they should be doing or how they should be doing, I realize within myself is that this is someone, again, at the essence of who they truly are. They just want to be loved. They just want to be embraced. They just want to be acknowledged. They just want to feel again. And so things that they're doing, they're avoiding the feeling. They're avoiding the emotion. Do I listen? Yes, because I can hear the frustration. I can feel the anger. I can feel, the things that they're not, it's not that they're not acknowledging, but I still hold a place for them to express it. And it's just like crying. Never hold your tears back, ladies and gentlemen, or just beautiful people. That's in a form, that's an expression. I like to give the analogy or vision of like the waterfall. Imagine a waterfall and imagine yourself that big, like seeing waterfalls, but the tears have to flow. Things have to come out. Some people have to speak it. Some people have to cry without saying a word. Some people simply just want to, express it in art. Express it in different ways. That's what makes us so beautiful and so divine, is that I had to learn that. That's what I learned what becoming an alchemist is, or, very magical and divine of who I am. That's what I learned, how imagination is power, is that I learned to use that darkness, that pain, or whatever it is, those emotions, and then I allow myself to create. I blocked out all these things and I put it towards something, energy. I put it towards speaking. People like, oh, you're going to get in trouble for speaking. Guess what? I'm not caring about how people view me in this world, because this all is temporary. I'm just passing through. And then I know I'm going to inspire more, than the people that are afraid to. And also, you're going to realize, even in these family dynamics of people, is that in essence, you were put here, placed there for a reason, because you're not the only one that has experienced these trials and tribulations or hardships or, have these spiritual gifts. You're not the only one. So when you think you're feeling crazy, no, you're not the only one. Again, there was a lot of ancestors that mastered certain things, and then there were some that that didn't get to fulfill certain things. But that doesn't mean they didn't have spiritual gifts while they were here. They were just demonized. They were frowned upon. And so now we're at a place where the spiritual currency is so important. You honoring and honoring your authenticity, that's what's so vital. You coming from a heart center, a heart place, that's what's going to protect you. See, some of us are here to advance the heart, the advancement in the heart chakra. Because it's through the heart. It's through love that illuminates all things that are not of love. And what love is going to show us is that nothing here belongs to us, but how when we vibrate on that frequency of love, it's going to have an effect on everything and everyone, whether we see it or not in the physical. So you have your gifts, honor your gifts. They were given to you this lifetime for fulfillment, for purpose. Because people are going to talk about it regardless. But that doesn't have to be your reality. You were given the gifts for a reason, for a purpose. Your past being your future. Had I not endured and experienced those things in the past, how would I have known what my future is? How would I have known now to see the effects that it has to grow up in homes that were verbally abusive, or grow up in places where, if you want to use the term, I don't want to use that term, I don't care for that, but a lot of people use the word narcissistic. But I like to say I'll just say a lot of people we can use all these titles, but a lot of people wasn't aware of their light. They were consumed by darkness. But see, we've broken free. See, I realize a lot of people in these dynamics, they remained a caterpillar. Some people chose to be caterpillars and actually make it up the tree and go into cocoon, and sometimes that caterpillar doesn't come out, doesn't survive. But then there's us. Some of us, we make it out. We actually get to experience our wings. We actually get to fly and show the world who we truly are. Some of you know that you are the butterfly. Some of us are at different phases in life. Every flower is not the same, but it has its purpose. Every butterfly isn't identical, but it has its purpose. You have your purpose. Everyone has their purpose. And that's what I realized is so beautiful. Even the people that I really felt like I should want to hold anger or frustration against because I felt they did so much to me, I realized it was just a reflection of their inner selves, of the neglect and an abandonment of their inner light. That's what I realized. It was a neglect of what they didn't see in themselves, which is, in essence, love. Not everyone. Some people are just empty. Some people, there's nothing there. Some people just, again, have their purpose. But when you acknowledge your light and you know that it's there, there's nothing condemn that. You're that candle in the dark room. Then there's others that will come along, and it may take you to mirror to them and trigger everything that they want to hide, only for them to see their light. Only for them, when you pass that torch, or in essence, when that candle touches, or in some shape or form, I realize that as many people we meet, in some way, shape, or form, I've touched hearts of many in ways that, some ways that, again, wasn't pleasant to me. Am I shameful? No. But am I grateful? Yes. Because had I not experienced that, they wouldn't have found their worth. I would have never found my worth. Knowing that my worth is not in this material stuff. Not as, and that's why I'm saying the importance of spiritual currency. The gifts that I have, allow your gifts to make way for your prosperity and abundance. So I'm letting y'all know this is the reality. People are going to watch. But most importantly, don't forget that they're the higher ups. Your ancestors are counting on you. Let them watch. That's what they're supposed to do. They're here to watch you. But you are the center of attention. You are the main character in your reality. You set the tone on your stage. The world is a stage. So what is there here to get attached to? The old narrative is done. The old narrative of how the world is going to, we're creating it right now. We're seeing the old being dismantled. We're seeing the curtain close. And then now there are new characters. There are new ways of being. We are creating new ways of everything. Whether people like it or not, that has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me or anything that I have going on. That only, if anything, the hatred, anything, it's not even a part of my reality. Because I'm vibing so high, or I'm aware that, again, yeah, I can see it, but my response is either silence or nothing at all. So trust me, trust yourself. Love yourself. Is that you're going to realize that, man, what is there to hold on to here? You have to realize, again, you have the gifts this lifetime. You have a way to making these things right. You hold the gifts. You carry these gifts moving forward to bring that prosperity, abundance, and peace and harmony to your lineage, or to your future lineage, or to your family lineage. And a part of that is also seeing the old narrative pass away. The old narrative is that of fear. Some of us were born high vibrational, meaning that it illuminates every room we walked in. As a child, as a kid, we were already always protected. They knew, and I'm gonna share this with y'all. To your parents, I like to use the word guardians. I like to call ourselves guardians, but some may refer to it as parents, or people that were, your protectors, or groomed you or helped you, guided you along your way. They are aware who you are. Spirit the veil is being revealed. They know who you are. There's people that also along your journey in the past, they know you carry something that money cannot buy. They know that you carry an essence that has been sent here, that nothing can harm. Nothing outside of you can harm you. They know you carry something within you that has to serve its purpose. And nothing can come in the way of that. How amazing is that shit? They know. Spirit has revealed to them in visions and dreams. This is why certain things, you've been protected by certain family members, certain people, because you don't know what they're wishing. You don't know their thoughts. You don't know what entities or demons or whatever dark spirits they're facing and fighting. You don't know. But it's through the protection of Mama, the divine, that your presence, who you are spiritually, is being guided and protected there for you also here to have those nudges and have those awareness and get those synchronicities and signs that this is what you're supposed to be doing. So as a parent, it's clear now who's who. Hello? Hi? Heaven, hello, knock, knock. Because they know that you carry the blueprint for the future. And there's nothing they can do about it. Some of their punishment is going to be to watch you. Because some people's whole life was a scheme. You're not the only one. There's ancestors that was taken out. There's certain things that happen to people. Yes. You think there's things, I was aware of this. There were things that happened. I knew. I was like, whoa, why did this happen with this person? Because I was aware that certain people that knew that they were going to bring prosperity and bliss and harmony and financial freedom and security to their lineages. This is why you've been watched. This is why they watch. But your frequency, your vibration, your heart is so pure that some people could be of the darkest of darkest or whatever it is, or lowest of lowest, or whatever you want to call it. And there's nothing they could do. Because you're so high. You're so at a level to where those very entities or whatever it is must bow to you. They bow in your presence. And so this is the beauty of all of this. They know this. Some people know their time is up. Some people don't try to orchestrate their whole life to try to figure out like what is it about them. I can't figure them out. Because you can't figure out the divine. Some people, I'm talking about readers, pastors, people, this is judgment here. Practitioners, whatever you want to call them, around the world, people have known, celebrities, people know who you are. This is also a part of the awakening. This is also a part of the divine plan. This is why these people are going to come to you with apologies, whether it's sincere or not. These are why certain people are going to come, whether you want to call them celebrities or whatever it is, they're going to come to you and offer you and help you. You, yes, you. Because you stay true. Because it was always in you. It was in you. It was always in you. It was always in you. See, to them, it was more concerned of getting and receiving energy from lower places. Their focus were just getting the attention, the Leo aspect, in the sense of opposite Aquarius, but you was always the giver. You were always the one that wanted to help. You was always, you had the heart that was bigger than this whole world or realm or reality. It was you. Your heart has always been open. Your heart has always been pure. But due to circumstances in life, everyone isn't like you. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you want to be just to yourself. Because your purity, your essence, your aura. People, yes, you. This is why you're separated from that partner. This is why that marriage didn't work. This is why certain things, because that was a part of the programming and unprogramming for you to realize that, wow, I come to do something different this lifetime. I didn't come to be in this dynamic or be a part of this programming. That was a part of you being unplugged and aware now. That you come to do things differently through heart, through love, through bringing people together, through your actions, through the way you display your spiritual gifts. No matter how people want to demonize and, weapons may form, but they shall not prosper. This is why you may feel there's been an attack on your life up to this moment. It was divine. It was written. Only for now, for you to, they wanted your heart to be closed. They wanted you to be closed off to love. They wanted you to stay quiet. They wanted you to not speak about your trauma, not speak about that rape, not speak about, let this truck pass. They wanted you not to speak about those things that will bring awareness to the family dynamics. They wanted you not to stand in your truth. They wanted you not to share your gifts with the world because they knew it was you that would shake shit up, that would shift the whole dynamic and perspective on how not only you view the world, but eventually they will have to sit with that. They will have to sit with their own demons eventually. They will have to sit with their own darkness. Had you not spoke up about and had the courage, because in the past and past lives and our ancestors, some of them got taken out, killed, and demonized and cast, they were cast out and ran off just because of speaking the truth, speaking their truth, or wanting to bring awareness or bring light to whatever it is that they knew that would change the whole world. Not only the world you live in, but their world. And you thinking it's, no, you're the rebel. You may call it the black sheep. You may call it the outcast. You may call it whatever you want to. But it's your light. It's your aura. Stop trying to hold on to that. It's you that's supposed to speak up. And you know what's so vital about all of this? Is that when you walk in that authenticity, boo-boo, and then you have your seeds and your star seeds and your kids here, guess what? Guess what they do? They also walk in that. That also illuminates the power that within them. See, trauma and darkness and certain spirits were passed through the womb of the woman. This is why it's for you to be that spiritual healer, for you to be that guiding light, for you to be that herbalist, for you to be practice all those things that your ancestors did. But now only to bring awareness to it, to bring light to it, to do it in a more prosperous way for everyone, not only yourself, but for everyone that will come after you. So you can become an ancestor. Yeah, they knew it was you. They knew. But guess what? They got to watch now. They got to watch because you're coming into so much of abundant life and freedom and peace. And most importantly, sovereignty. We're calling our sovereignty back. We're walking in that sovereignty. We're honoring that. So don't worry about where you're going to be. You're going to be guided in a way. There's going to be others that's come. Don't just think that what you open your heart, accept where you are. Closed hands cannot receive. Be open to receive, because all that energy that you put out, beloveds, it's going to counter. All that pain is for gain. Yeah. All those things that they try to demonize about spirituality and then all these things that everything is dark is this. Now, people are becoming aware now. This is it. Can't you see? So the more you walk in your light, it's just your path is going to be more peaceful and at ease. You're going to be like, man, had I not did that, then what? You're not going to be seeing these people no more. The old narrative is dying out. The old paradigm is a part of the people going out with fear. That's why death is going to be the theme, but it's going to be a rebirth within yourself. That's what the phoenix symbolizes. The phoenix is one of the highest attributes or symbols. They already knew this. Before, if you look on a dollar, before there was an eagle, there was a phoenix. They knew that there was a land of the phoenix. This is fire this go around. It's not just a fire within us, it's a fire outwardly. These are things that are happening. The fire within you is brewing. Cannot be denied. They too focused on the physical aspect. No, it's more spiritual. That fire inside is brewing. This shit is beautiful. Why wouldn't you want to walk in your authenticity and live if you've been seeing what our people have been going through, what people have been going through? The karma is here. We are their karma. We are karma for people. And at the same moment, they're going to have their awakenings. Should we shun them? No, because some people are going to have they're going to seem like they're losing it, but at the same time, they're gaining awareness. It's going to look different for everyone. It's going to look different for everyone, but that's what makes it all unique. It's going to look different for everyone. If we're made in the image of what? The Creator, then simply we're expressing ourselves through such, as such. What do you want to be authentic? What do you want your daughters, your princesses, your sons, your kings of future, generations to live in their truth, to honor their authenticity? Wouldn't you want them to know the value of their staff, their penis? Wouldn't you want them to know the value of their yoni, their vagina? Wouldn't you want the value within, meaning honoring their truth, meaning loving themselves wholly to attract that? Wouldn't you want to know that and to see the importance in that? Wouldn't you want them to learn about the skills and gifts that they have spiritually to plow the land or to build gardening and bring forth new innovative ideas? This is a part of removing blockages within ourselves, within the spirit, within all these things. So now we can bring forth something new. Of course, they're going to try to demonize all these things because they don't understand and overstand. It's not for you to convince them of that. Let them continue thinking it's a savior outside of them. Let them go away with that old narrative and paradigm. You know what you're here to do. Peace, bliss, and shalom. Love you, for you, be you, for you. Okay? Just go with the flow. A lot of fears now is the fear of the unknown. And you're going to see people that aren't aware of that. But anywho, that's the fear. If you see the fear rooted in the illusion of death, the fear is rooted in some people I've heard, I don't get into that, but anywho, you have a heart because your advancement is through the heart, through love. We are the ones. We the ones we're looking for. See, we hold within us that love, that essence, that cannot be bought. That's why it's not about money and all these other things. Abundances are going to come in miraculous ways. They're going to come in universal ways and in beautiful ways. It's not going to come in ways of how we feel through man. It's not going to come that way. It's going to come through in only way Mama can bring it forth. Mama Oracle, the divine. It's going to come in ways like that. That's unfamiliar. That's unknown. And that's the thing about surrendering and honoring that. Inwardly. Surrendering to the waters. So, y'all go out there and have fun. When you start to embrace that inner child, you're going to see how a lot of these people now are avoiding all that. I go get some water. Peace and bliss and shalom.